Every story starts with a spark. Sometimes it's a word, a sketch, a song, but for me, it was an image. A woman in a crimson cloak, standing alone in a frozen world. Fierce, haunted, beautiful. That was the beginning of Crimson Cloak, a fantasy short film I'm building entirely with AI-generated art. But here's the thing, I'm not done. I've been working on this for weeks and I keep hitting a wall. So instead of waiting until it's finished, I'm going to take you behind the scenes. This is how I'm creating a cinematic story in Midjourney with the current tools, and how I'm learning to work with, not against, the limitations.
It always begins the same way. A shadow with no face, a hunger with no name. It reaches for me. Teeth like broken glass, eyes that burn through ice. Then I wake, and the cold is real.
You know that feeling when you pick up a Lego set and see the picture on the box? You instantly know what you're building. It gives you direction, a goal, a promise. That's how I work with stories. Crimson Cloak has always had a clear Lego box picture in my mind. A quiet, haunting fantasy where emotion lives in the silence between frames. But the truth is, this story isn't abstract. I've written the whole backstory already. Her name is Seraphine Valcrest, the last of the Crimson Cloak, an elite warrior from the frozen ruins of Velmora, a fallen kingdom swallowed by a cursed winter. Her enemy is the Frost Lich Velthorn, a skeletal sorcerer who twisted himself into something unholy to gain power. He's the reason the snow never melts, the reason she's alone. This isn't just a mood piece, it's a war, a memory, a reckoning.
Velmora, once a city of warmth and wonder. Now, only snow answers the wind. I've walked these ruins 100 times, in dreams, in memory, but never like this.
Before I put everything together, I break the story into visual scenes. Where does she walk? What ruins do we see? When does the storm rise? What's the final image? Then comes the Midjourney phase, and that's where everything changes. Because the tool doesn't always listen. It gives you chaos, and your job is to shape it. I build mood boards. I test lighting and texture. I look for contrast, fire and frost, red and white, stillness and violence. Some scenes come easily. Others take dozens of generations. And every time it fails, it teaches me something about what matters most to the story. The hardest part has been Seraphine herself. Midjourney still can't guarantee a consistent character. And that's heartbreaking when you've written one who means something to you. I've tried everything, from detailed prompts and image weights to using reference styles and narrowing in on specific attributes. But something always shifts. Her face changes, her age, her presence. Sometimes it's close, sometimes it's just gone. And that's tough, not just technically, but emotionally. Because I can feel her, I know her, but the tool can't quite hold her shape. So I adapted. Instead of focusing on her face, I focused on her silhouette, on her movement, on the cloak. This symbol of power, protection, and loss. The red against the white snow became the anchor, the heartbeat of the story. When the visuals failed me, the meaning saved the project. And that's when I realized something powerful. This is what storytelling with AI really is. You don't prompt pictures. You coax out echoes of the story you already hold inside. Crimson Cloak isn't finished, but it's coming. The characters are written. The world is alive. And slowly, image by image, I'm putting it all together. I'll release the full cinematic short when it's ready. It won't be perfect, but it'll be mine and hers. Until then, I'll keep sharing this journey. If you've ever wanted to tell a story with AI or bring a world out of your head and onto the screen, I hope this gives you a spark. Not a tutorial, not a lecture, just one creator to another, showing the Lego bricks and inviting you to build with me. Subscribe if you want to see what happens next, because this is only the beginning.